Welcome back everybody. So this is gonna be a quick update video for you guys on stock market, and before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now if you want to get my daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading, and you want to support the channel, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. Dow is down over 1%, Nasdaq down 0.84%, S&P going down 0.95%, and Russell going down massively 2.64%. And here in this groups on top, again, energy leading the way. And then you got real estate on bottom, financial, basic materials, utilities, consumer cyclical, industrials, healthcare, technology, pretty much everything in deep red today except energy leading the way on top. Stock market map, what do we got here? And you can see energy sector right here lighting up in the green, and that is not good for inflation. We talked about it before in my video so many times. And now here on Tesla, down today almost 3%. Amazon going flat on the day. It was down actually big time early in the morning, and now it's flat on the day. We got Meta going up. It was down also 0.5%. And then we got Google going down 0.30%, Apple going down over 1%, Microsoft also going down 0.71%, and again, Nvidia staying alive and staying green on the day, almost 2%. And why we got big sell-off on Russell? Look at regional banks, all are down on the day and pretty much down big time guys right here. Bigger banks like JPM, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, all are down on the day. So I just want to give you guys quick update on CPI that came out this morning 8:30, and you can see forecast consensus right here in actual numbers, which is higher than expectation, and that is why we saw that selling. Also in my last video I gave you guys a hint that energy going up, gold, silver, everything going up, dollar, 10-year, VIX going up. That is not good for inflation, especially when oil stocks are going up and skyrocketing pretty much every day. And even today, you guys saw that energy was up big time, right? And that is not good for inflation. And if they were to cook these numbers up, then maybe they'll come in line. But even with this number, it's higher, guys. And that is why there might be even one rate cut or possibly no rate cuts this year. And that means what? Market has to price that in, and that is why we saw that selling, which can continue even tomorrow because we got PPI going into tomorrow 8:30 a.m. So watch out for that. And also we do have some other data which is coming out as well tomorrow morning, and then we got some Fed speaker also speaking tomorrow. So on SPY ETF, it's down 1% and it came all the way down to 512 right here. Now, if you look at my screen, this big bearish engulfing candle, it was actually down here, down to almost 513-ish. And today we actually took out that low down here and came all the way down to 512 and now went back up and trading at 514. So that is definitely not bullish. If you look at shorter time frame like hourly, you'll see lower highs and lower lows. So that means what, guys? Easily with that PPI number tomorrow, we could see SPY dropping down to right here, lower Bollinger Band 510 and also 510 to 509. That's gonna be a strong support, and then we also have support at 508.64, and that is why I said 509 to 510 to the downside. That's gonna be a strong support to get a bounce back up to the upside, at least in the short term, before going down even more. Now below 509, there is gonna be support around 503 right here, and then this gap right here 497.37. Now also I want to show you guys this right here. Bull trend on SPY ETF definitely ending. And how? 5-day moving average already crossing below 13 and 20, and looks like 13-day moving average also coming down, and these are almost declining right here. And if that happens, SPY actually stays under 518, you're going to see slowly but surely more selling on SPY ETF. Now to the upside, and the only way up if this thing can actually break and hold right here, and that's gonna be this high right here around 517, then watch out for a move back up to 520, and then we can talk about more upside. The range definitely actually breaking down to the downside from this consolidation inside this bearish engulfing candle, and now early as tomorrow we could see more selling on SPY ETF down to 510 to 509 and possibly down to 503 going into next week. We get a bounce, then definitely this is gonna be where SPY ETF will find strong resistance right here at 517. And I just want to quickly show you guys some fantastic plays from yesterday and last week. Right here on SPY ETF, we actually got some puts yesterday, 510 puts for today, and also 530 calls for today. 50-50. Guess what? Puts went through the roof, almost 400%. I got 370% on those puts, and calls, they actually got washed away. But guess what, guys? If you get 300% on your puts, one-sided, that is covering your other side, the loss from the other side, and you still made 200% profit. So this was a massive trade. Now this was from actually Friday. The one from today, I actually called it right here live yesterday. I don't have it right here. So 2 times getting big profit on SPY ETF, and this was from last week on Friday. Now swing trade, talking about swing trade and what do you get here on my Patreon. Moderna, yesterday I did call this out at 113. Moderna got up to 115 or 16, and I got 105 puts. Guess what? It was almost down to 105 this morning. I think 106 exploded, guys. Another fantastic swing trade just overnight. This was a nice money maker. And then Amazon puts also right here, you can see that I got in at 185 and some change. I believe it got up to 187, and this morning we took profit on Amazon as well. And then triple Q right here, you can see July 19th expiration. I got in at 447, and this morning took profit, massive profit on this one. Also right here, Caterpillar, in all these plays, and especially if you guys are serious about trading, then definitely check out that Patreon link down below in the description. On triple Q, it's down 0.87%. Now it was down more than that. Why this thing came back up and why it's holding rising 50-day moving average? Well, one answer to that, guys, Nvidia stock going up again on a day like today. So as long as Nvidia stock stays up, you're not going to see significant selling. There will be selling, but you're not going to see significant selling here in this market. Now also keep that in mind. From this candle right here last week Thursday, what was the low right here, guys? 435. We did not take out this low here today. So that is good right here on triple Q, but also it's holding above rising 50-day moving average 436.94, and that's gonna be a support to watch going into tomorrow's session. Below that, watch out for the support down here 434, 432, and then this gap 425.70. To the upside now, triple Q needs to break and hold, I would say 440, and then you're going to see more upside, possibly up to 13-day moving average right here 442, and then 445. On DIA, it's down over 1%, so absolutely getting destroyed and getting oversold. And just like I said before, guys, 384, that magnetic support again holding today and getting under lower Bollinger Band and coming back up and now trading barely above 384. So here on DIA, below 384, there could be more selling all the way down to 378 and then 376. Now DIA can hold 384. Then watch out for a move back up to 387.47, 5-day moving average, and then right here 50-day moving average, and that is around 389 up to even right here 20-day moving average. That's gonna be a strong resistance right here, and that is around 391.54. Until then, watch the strong support right here, 384, and below that you're going to see a lot more selling down to 378 and then 376. On IWM, it's down 2.64%, so big selling on IWM and getting down to 200 and barely holding 200 into closing as a support. We actually got this gap down this morning, and look at this selling all the way down to lower Bollinger Band, which is sitting close to 200 and into closing. That is what actually holding as a support. So going into tomorrow's session, 200, 198, that's gonna be your line in the sand right here on IWM. And to the upside, now it needs to get above 202, and above that you're going to see IWM coming back up and closing this gap right here just below 205, and that's gonna be resistant to watch to the upside. On VIX, it's up 5.47%, and look at this explosion this morning on VIX all the way up to 1665 and now trading above 15 again. And look at this, guys, trading over 15.67 and holding rising 5-day moving average as a support. So that is looking bullish going into tomorrow's session on VIX. And now I think VIX can move even higher. At some point you're going to see, as long as VIX can stay above 15, you're going to see 18 to 20 on VIX. Now, yesterday, this thing actually coming down and barely holding 15. And now you can see today, another explosion with that CPI. And now that is holding above rising 5-day moving average. Also holding above this breakout 15. That is looking bullish for a move all the way up to $18 to $20 on VIX. So I hate to say this, guys, but this is going to be a big warning sign for everyone, especially FOMO traders in this market. And why? Look at this gigantic bullish engulfing candle on dollar. I mean, have you seen anything like this before? I mean, look at this candle. Yes, this candle was big, but this one is even bigger. This candle was big. This one is even bigger. So now, I mean, look at this move today. Up 1%. Dollar trading above 105, and it's just hitting upper Bollinger Band. So yes, we could see a pullback, a bit of a cool down here on dollar down to possibly 105, as long as this high right here can hold as a support 105. Slowly but surely this thing can rise even more. And I said the same thing before with this bullish engulfing candle. We got follow through next day and then more upside, and now we got this one. So yes, tomorrow maybe some consolidation, or we get some more follow through to the upside, and in that case this thing can go all the way up to 106. So be careful, especially FOMO buying here in this market and just getting that dip and thinking that just like every other time, I'm just gonna buy the dip and everything will be fine and things will go back up. Trust me, guys, there will be one time you're gonna buy that dip, thinking about all those times where you actually bought the dip and things went higher, and you're gonna go really heavy on that dip, and it's not the dip that you want, and things will just come down even more and more and wiping off all your gains, because we never actually had any decent pullback or correction here in this market for the last 5 to 6 months. So the 10-year also spiking today 1.60%, and now it's trading above rising 5-day moving average 43.47, and that's going to be a strong support to watch going into tomorrow's session. Now as long as 10-year can stay above 43.47, there is going to be more upside, and this thing can continue all the way up to 44.25, and do not forget about this gap here on top, and that's going to be a lot more upside because gap here just below 48, and that means what, guys? This thing trading near 44, this thing can go up even more. Just watch this support right down here, rising 5-day moving average 43.47, and that's gonna be a strong support to watch on TNX. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section.